I can't wait. I think that's you. Let me speak for myself. I would advocate for myself as well.
I totally disagree. And I dare the WNBA players. I dare you. Walk out. I dare you to walk out. Go ahead and walk out. I double dare you. Because despite Caitlin Clark, despite all this stuff, they still lost $40 million this past year. There was no bonanza. She's at her height. If you're losing money at her height, how in the world going forward? It ain't going up automatically. You just had the biggest bump and you still lost $40 million. I dare the union to walk out. I dare you players. Because it ain't going to be pretty. You can't collect money for 30 years. This ain't some new league that started and you understand it's going to take a little while to make money. They were subsidized by the NBA. I know firsthand in Detroit. They didn't want the shock. The commissioner, they begged them, please. I know personally that when they were winning those championships, they couldn't sell tickets. They could not sell tickets. They had a full building because they were giving them away. And all I'm saying is you got to crawl before you walk. And I understand wanting more. But are you accounting for the 30 years of red ink that under normal circumstances you would not have had a league? These football leagues that keep starting up, USF, ULFL, all these things. Everybody all I'm ever told is everybody loves football, right? Why don't those leagues last? You know how many of those leagues are folded?
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't sell tickets. The TV numbers aren't good enough. And you can say whatever you want. Caitlin Clark, when she's not playing, the ratings went down 55%. Those are facts, not feelings. When she wasn't going to announce that she wasn't going to play the WNBA, the tickets dropped off the face of the earth. I'm not saying you're not entitled to money, but it's based off of what you bring in. Devin Booker's going to make $75 million a year, not because they like him, not because he's a man. That's the revenue that is brought in, right? And over time, that can happen. But come on, man, this is way too premature. And if I'm running the WNBA or I'm the NBA that owns the WNBA, I'm not going for the okie doke because Caitlin Clark showed up. And now there's still plenty of buildings where 6,000 people show up. Kelvin,
right.
Am I lying?
No, that's facts.
Okay. And that's my point.
I hear you.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
There's no guarantees.
But I double dare them to walk out because you won't have a league.
There's no.
Man, what is it the kids say? He ate that up. Yo, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. It's Big JTV. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's talk about it, man. You know what I mean? Hit that share button, man. Y'all post notification bells. He needs to be hit as well. Perfect. Absolutely perfect, man. Rob Parker hit the nail on the goddamn button, man. I don't think I need to add any much more commentary. I'm only adding commentary because I need to eat. In other words, I got to get to the manyan. But guess what? Who's trying to get to the manyan? The women in the WNBA with t-shirts saying, pay us what we are owed. What you owe us, right? And unfortunately, the only person who should be wearing that shirt is Caitlin Clark. And I hate to say it because I'm not a massive Caitlin Clark fan, but I'm a fan of common sense. Caitlin Clark is the reason this league has went incredibly viral. Now, was it trending upwards before Caitlin Clark? Yes. Was attendance rising? Yes. But she took it to another planet. So the WNBA, well, you could say the NBA because it's subsidizing the league. The WNBA should invest more money in her. Let me tell you something, man. At a certain time, Barry Bonds was not part of the MLB Players Association. At a certain point, Michael Jordan was not part of the NBA Players Association. No, they just went and worked with the league directly for their contracts and their dealings, or for the owner directly. Why? Because they are massive stars for the sport and the entire league. You can't have Michael Jordan getting the same player rights as a bench player in Portland. I didn't come up with this, by the way. This was, I believe, Jason Willock had a similar take. You don't have Barry Bonds having the same, rights and deals as a shortstop for the Cleveland Indians. I'm sorry, man. It don't work like that. When you're responsible for this league's prices going up and down at an All-Star game, when you're responsible for viewership by 50%, doubling and even more to your sport, you matter too much, and you have to be paid what you're owed. All right? Now, do the women in general of the WNBA deserve some kind of pay raise because they get about 9% of revenue shares? I believe so. It should be maybe 20, maybe 30. But should they have anywhere close to the NBA? Absolutely not. The draw is not there as much. Anywhere close to NFL, that's comical. The draw is not there as much. Even Major League Baseball is on fire right now. It's hot. Let me tell you right now. Unfortunately, some of this entitled attitude that's coming from WNBA players, by the way, because it's the players, right? It's not. I don't think it's the union. No, it's the players who are arguing this, right? That's why they put on the T-shirt. That's why they had the meetings. The players are coming off a bit entitled, man. And there's not a lot of humility there, because think about it like this. Even though the sport is trending upwards, even though the play has gotten better, even though the viewership has improved, you have to understand, you have to crawl before you can walk. And for me, I'm not against, people in labor disputes. I'm not a scab. I'm not against the employee. You know what I mean? But I have to understand that, hey, let's be a little realistic with our expectations, man. Let's start off, you had having too much chip on your dip. Too much dip on your chip, if I meant to say. And you have this weirdo, and by the way, I thought it was all right, but at this point, no. Kelvin Washington was doing some next level white knight caping, saying all this in the third, trying to defend this type of statement. Man, I cannot defend this statement fully. Pay us what you owe us, okay? They only owe one person, and that's Caitlin Clark, maybe Angel Reese. But you have to pay the needle movers. I'm sorry to tell you. LeBron James is not getting the same contracts as Pat Beverly. I'm sorry. It's just it's economics. You have to look. It's a numbers game, man. And the numbers on the board are viewerships, ratings, which indirectly are numbers on the board for the money, the revenue. That's the truth. And the WNBA, yes, was rising before Caitlin Clark. But Caitlin Clark took them to another planet. And we have to, regardless of our thoughts and feelings, we have to stop caring about our feelings and start dealing with the facts. This league, even at its growing pace, is losing a lot of money, man. And has been losing money for 30 plus years. Shout out to Rob Parker, man. Y'all get in the chat. What do y'all think of that protest, man? Big JTV, I'd love to hear y'all voices in the comments below. I'm out.